Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, yesterday in Belgium, there were elections. Specifically, federal election, meaning there is something called the Chamber of Representatives in Belgium, and there are 150 seats in that chamber. In order to win a majority, in order to win these said races, you need 76 seats needed for a majority. Now, the turnout was 87.42%. You'll be wondering, wow, why did so many people come out and vote? Well, here's the thing. In Belgium, it is law that every single Belgian must vote. Now, only ages 16 to, as you know, what's it called? Yeah, 16 or over are obligated to participate in the election. So that is something, according to Belgian law, you don't have a choice to vote in elections. It's an obligation. I will tell you, it could be because of the culture and the religion in the country. A lot of Catholics, as you know, the country is majority Catholic, overwhelmingly Catholic. And the political parties in Belgium are influenced by Catholicism in majority, like the NVA, the New Flemish Alliance, that specifically leans more center right to right wing. But specifically regarding why does Catholicism have to do with voting? Well, I'll have to tell you, what Catholics believe is it is morally wrong not to vote. So that's something with that, if you were unaware, the Catholic Church enforces that every single Catholic must vote in elections. Specifically because if you don't vote, you are basically not living out the faith. You're supposed to fight against the evil of abortion. You have to fight against, as you know, um, I just basically stuff that the church stands for and candidates that basically opposes the church's teaching. So that's why they tell Catholics, hey, you guys need to go out and vote. It's morally wrong if you don't. It's sinful, in other words, if you don't vote. Period. So something Catholics believe specifically, and this is just theory, but that's probably one reason why Belgium said, "Hey, all of you guys need to vote. It's the law." That's sort of my prediction, but you'll see there. Belgium is indeed a conservative country. It's always has been. So let's take a look at its prime ministers. So Belgium has a long history of conservatism, despite being founded on a liberal revolution inspired by the French Revolution. Indeed, it was founded by liberal ideals, constitutional monarchy, all that principle. But in reality, its political parties were actually, this one's more left wing. Supposedly, Belgium was more left wing back then because this was the age of revolution. Makes sense. But then you get a political party called the Catholic Party. And the Catholic Party is more center right. And that would start to gain more momentum. The Catholic Party would continue to dominate. Sure, you get the Liberal Party, which is more left wing. Belgian Labour. The Catholic Party's back again, but then we got a string of socialist prime ministers. But hang on. It's not what it seems. There was one election. The socialists won in that election. Not really, because they lost the popular vote. And my theory is the Liberal Party could have lost the popular vote too, but mostly in probably 80% of Belgian elections, does the conservative candidate win the popular vote? So interesting. Christian Social Party, that's center here. But yeah, that Paul Henry Spaak was the socialist leader in 1946. He probably died or something. He spent 18 days in office. This led to a string of undeclared, unofficial. Actually, no, he didn't die. He was reinstated. I don't know what the story behind that was, but going back, yes, you have a center political party, Christian Social Party, center right. You got the Christian People's Party that is center. Then you get the Flemish Liberals and Democrats. This is a center right political party. Once again, now we're seeing the socialists political parties. The socialist movement is basically extinct. In fact, actually, they did have one prime minister. 2010 was the very first time since 1970, a socialist prime minister took office. But you see what it's looking like. Reformist movement, that's also center right. And then we have open Flemish Liberals and Democrats that along as center right. So we have a string of conservative leadership in Belgium, specifically. So let's see how it went. We have our map here. We have our provinces. You'll see the yellow, which has been the populist political party, the New Flemish Alliance. Who knows? They might get their guy in, but they have occupied the coastal area, the Dutch border, basically Flanders, and that makes sense because it's the Flemish Alliance. So these, of course, the NVA is going to occur entirely in Flanders, which is northern Belgium. As Wallachia, I think it's Wallachia. I don't know, but that is down here. But yes, Flanders up here. Flemish Brabant, Antwerp, East Flanders, West Flanders, and Limburg. Did Limburg call in their results? Yeah, you'll see NVA. Oh yeah, this is in Flanders, of course. Wallonia, that's what it's called. Wallonia. You'll see Wallonia is more progressive. Brussels. But yes. Hainaut. What's it called? Hainaut. The PA is declared the winner. PS. And you'll see, like, PS here. Socialist Political Party. That's pretty much the only game they got. But the LE. Les Engüeges. I don't know what it's called. But it's more center. It seems like they excelled in Luxembourg. Now, Luxembourg, not the country, but the province, because Luxembourg is actually more bigger in Belgium than actually the country. But Namur, or something like that. MROLVLD. I'm spelling it all weird, but open Open Flemish Liberals and Democrats. Okay. Center right. I think we already talked about that, but that doesn't make sense. Oh, never mind. That's something else. That's another political party. That political party got 5.45%. I'd expect that alliance to do better in Flanders, but third place is Reformist Movement, and that's the more conservative. That's the movement that's in control now, and that's in Liege and Walloon-Brabant, in central Belgium. And Flanders itself, well, not Flanders, but Brussels. Brussels, I don't know. What? No, well, because, oh, well, I think it looks like it's a part of the Reformist movement, if I'm looking at that correctly. But yeah, it has to be. But then there is a uncalled. Limburg is undecided. Currently, we are tied in Limburg. The VB is in second place, despite not winning anything yet. It's a right wing to far right political party. So they're tied with VB is tied with the Flanders Alliance, the NVA. But yes, very interesting. These are constituencies. Yeah, they're divided between Dutch speaking constituencies and French speaking. But anyway, what do you guys think in regards to Belgium? Who do you think the next prime minister will be? I don't know if what's the current prime minister? Wilms. Okay, let's just. The current prime minister is actually took office on October 1st of 2020. That's Alexander De Croo. And reason why Sophie Wilms actually, I don't know if she stepped down, but yeah, she was the reformist movement. So I was wrong, okay? That's not the reformist movement was the winner in the last election. They don't control the government though anymore. They openly gave it to the Open Flemish Liberals and Democrats, which is the Prime Minister Alexander De Croo as we speak. But what do you guys think in regards to Belgium? Who do you think the next Prime Minister will be? And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.